Okay, can you pull up the Sasi Subramanya and also chant that, please?
ॐ श्री साईश्वराय नमः। हरिः ॐ सख्यात्ते मायोषम् सख्यान्मे मायोष्ठाः सासि सुब्रह्मण्ये तस्या आस्ते पृथिवीपादः सासि सुब्रह्मण्ये तस्या आस्तेऽन्तरिक्षं पादः सासि सुब्रह्मण्ये तस्या आस्ते द्यौः पादः सासि सुब्रह्मण्ये तस्या आस्ते दिशः पादः परोरजास्ते पञ्चमः पादः सा न इषमूर्जन्धुक्ष्वा तेज इन्द्रियम् ब्रह्मवर्चसमन्नाद्यम् विमिमे त्वापयस्वतीम् देवानान्धेनुगुं सुदुःखमानपस्फुरन्तीम्
Devana andhenugum sudughamanapaspuranti.
देवानान्धेनुगुं सुदुघामनपस्फुरन्तीम् इन्द्रः सोमं पिबतु क्षेमो अस्तु नः ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः।
Offering our collective love at Bhagavan's divine lotus feet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hari Om, Shalom, Sai Ram, Namaste. This beautiful Subramanya mantra and Subramanya mantra, the most important learning from this is that Subramanya is not a gender, it's not a male, it's not a female, because the same Subramanya is introduced as Subramanya in the other mantra, in Taittiriya Brahmanam. That mantra invokes that Subramanya as a divine cow. My humble request to all of you, please read the transcripts. If you don't read the transcripts and you don't go back and recollect these mantras, what they mean, you are lost in the forest. That's why it's called Aranyakam. You are lost in the forest. Taittiriya Aranyakam. Aranyakam doesn't mean they interpret that as sitting in a forest and learning from a guru. Our life is Aranya. It is completely filled with these trees, the samsara vriksha, the trees that are so large that no sun even shines through on the earth. Such a dense forest is our life. We can't see clearly. We are clouded. We are actually in darkness. And to be able to see clearly, you have to invoke this beautiful vibration called Omkara. Unless you invoke Omkara every day morning, before you even get up from the bed, you should sit up and chant this Omkara. Then it gives you clarity for the rest of the day. 100%. Then you should chant the Bhusuktam sitting on the bed itself. You don't have to brush and do all of that stuff. Mananat trayate iti mantraha. Constant contemplation is more powerful than simple austerity of physical purity itself. Physical purity is important, but to begin with, the purity of thought is even more important. And this purity of the thought comes with invoking this Omkara. Indra Somam Pivatu. Indraha Somam Pivatu. That is the mantra. Please show it. Indra Somam Pivatu. What is it saying? Indra Somam Pivatu. Indra is drinking Soma. Who is this Indra drinking Soma? Is it Red Bull to drink? Huh? Is it Starbucks coffee to drink? Indra Somam Pivatu. All of this is symbolic. Indraha Somam Pivati. What is this Soma? The Soma that we are thinking is not some concoction of exotic juices from creepers. That is all interpretation in the context of a ritual. Indraha Somam Pivati. Sa plus Uma is Soma. Sa referring to that or he. Uma, a. When you reverse it, a, 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 When you reverse it, a. That which is associated with a. What is a? It's a reverse of Omkara, Om. And when that syllable is reversed, a is u, is sleep, represents the sleep state. From deep sleep state to awakened state is a. Akara represents awakened state. Ukara represents sleep state. Represents deep sleep state. So when you are going from to a, you are going from sushupti to jagrat, from deep sleeps to awakened state. So when you are doing that, you are doing that in awakening, that indweller that is inside you, the sa, who is now going to experience that state from sushupti to nidra to jagrat. I did not explain all of this clearly. I was given feedback by one of my keen listeners at home. You didn't explain it properly. I said, okay, I will do it next class. Sa plus a together becomes Soma. This is the reason why you do 21 Omkaras before Suprabhatam. Idanta teliste, then if you know all of this, then you will be enchanted in the chanting. Otherwise, with a sleepy face and a frog throat, you chant Omkara. So then when you are chanting this Omkara in the morning at 21 times, I experienced this in the Shivratri time. It's a phenomenal experience of, because the mind is filled with this Subramanya and with the Subramanya mantras all this last 2 weeks. And on Valentine's Day, talking about the best friend of our life. Then what happens? When you are chanting that Omkara, the sound of that Omkara is completely different from the sound of Omkara that you do before bhajans. Omkara that is chanted 28 different times, depending upon state of your mind. That is the most powerful vibration of the universe. In fact, if you listen to the frequency of the sound emanated by sun as a burning planet, that what is resonating with that is Omkara. We have lost total awareness of all these things. We have made them completely into ritualistic aspect. Even that is good, but we are not even into either ritual nor spirit. We are in what is called Trishanku Swarga, hanging somewhere in between, like a mouse caught in the mridangam. You hit on one side, it runs to the other side. You hit on the other side, it runs to the other side. That is the state of our mind. So when you are chanting this Omkara, how is it going? It starts with deep within and then comes out 21 times. Why 21 times? Why 21 times, sir? Why can't you do it 3 times and done with it? Why 21 times in the morning? The 5 senses of perception, the 5 indriyas of action, the pancha prana, and all the 4 different mano, buddhi, chitta, ahankara, all these 20 put together, coming out in complete awakened state. And that is the significance of 21 Omkara. Swami did not create all these things as simply out of some sadhana for people. It's the ignorant that who are not aware of what he has said, what he has done. Throw these out as simple practices. But when he gives you that awareness and the awakening, entire Suprabhatam of Bhagavan, maybe this is a satsang topic at some other point of view. Swami has given how to practice that in our own daily lives to this body. Every shlokam, complete awakening. Uttishta, uttishta, uttishta. What is this uttishta? Ut means to rise. Tishta means to be grounded. To arise and be grounded in that state of awareness is the name of uttishta. Ut plus tishta becomes uttishta. And who are you awakening? Swami. Is he ever asleep to be awakened? Who are you awakening? You are awakening Partisha. You are awakening Uttishtottishta Partisha. Uttishta Jagatipate. Uttishta Karunapurna. Loka Mangala Siddhaye. You are awakening this Bhagavan who is within you as it relates to your body, Partisha, as it relates to your mind, Jagatipate, as it relates to the compassionate heart itself, Karuna Purna. For what purpose are you awakening him? Loka Mangala Siddhaye. In order to experience his auspiciousness, the Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram in the world and in the creation. This is the purpose of awakening him within you so that you experience the world through him in the context of your body, your mind and senses, and your own indweller heart. Sasi Subramanya Tasya Aste Pruthivi Padaha Sasi सासि सुब्रह्मण्ये तस्या अस्त्यन्तरिक्षम् तस्या अस्त्यन्तरिक्षम् पादः सासि सुब्रह्मण्येसि. How powerful this mantra is. Subramanye is a female gender, not male gender. The all pervading that is present in the context of earth, space, heavens, directions, and the ultimate reality, the Panchamaha, from complete relative to the total absolute. Sasi Subramanye, you are my constant companion. Constant companion. What is this? Incredible, no? That companionship is what is the incredible. That means what? This Subramanya is not neither the cow, nor the son of Shiva, nor any of that stuff. This Subramanya represents fundamentally the vibration of the universe called Omkara. That which goes from awakened state into deep sleep state is That which comes from deep sleep state all the way to awakened state is That is Uma. Uma doesn't mean all the explanations you will see in Dev, Omke Dev, Mahadev, all that stuff. That's all fine. Just all these mythological stories are only to turn your mind towards what is the depth of the rasa inside, the essence of it. You get hold of that sweetness. The mind will not waver anymore. So now you understood who Subramanya is. Subramanya is nothing but Omkara, Pranavaswarupa. One represented as a curved trunk, Pranavaswarupa. Other represent as the awakened state with a Shakti, the veil. It is the Shakti that is awakening within you. The indweller Shakti is awakened. Therefore, Subramanya represents that awakened Shakti. Not Subramanya. I'm never referring to Subramanya as who you think as Subramanya. There's nothing wrong about that also. I'm not saying that is incorrect, etc. But we have to take the mind beyond this idol worship into connecting to the ideal. Then only you will be enchanted. That is what is your Vigraha doesn't come with you all the time. But this vibration comes with you all the time. It is present as substratum through entire Prudhivi, Antariksha, Dyauh, Disha, and also ultimate reality. Indra Somam Pibatu. Then the indweller is inside you. The witness consciousness is now completely drunk with this Omkara as the divine elixir. And once that is done, you are ready. Uttishtottishta, Partisha, Uttishta, Jagatipate, Uttishta, Karuna Purna, Lokamangala Siddhe. Suprabhatam, entire Suprabhatam is nothing to do with Bhagavan's awakening. Entire Suprabhatam is about us, our own self, how it wakes up in the morning and does the work of God. Listen to this, brothers. Shunvantu Vishwe Amrutatva Putra. Listen, O son of immortality, what these Vedas or mantras are about. They are not what you think they are. So now, let's continue with the Aruna Prashna. Next mantra. All these mantras until so far is awakening that divinity within us, inviting it to be present in totality for the yagna. That is these are all in the context of doing this Soma Yaga. One particular ritvik is called Subramanya. Name of one of the Ritviks is called Subramanya. He is the one that loudly chants these mantras. Achhidram means without any break, flawless. And when he shouts, he's asking this incredible divine presence, which is already present. Yeah. Don't get confused. There is no need to. it's like, uh, it's like, it's like, putting the glasses on the top of your head and searching them everywhere. Ah, only thing you have to say is, oh, I recognize these glasses are here, and then bring them and see with them clearly. Divine awareness is like that. It's already on your head. Sahasrara. What all you have to do is, oh, I remember this awareness is now just on the top of my head. Now let me use it to see the world, and the glasses come down on your eyes. Therefore, you start seeing the world with the awareness. ఇంతకంటే ఎవడు చెప్తాడు సార్ మూర్తి గారు ఇంత సింపుల్ గా చెప్పి 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 85 చెప్పి వెళ్ళిపోయాడు భగవంతుడు. వాడు ఎంత చెప్పినా వినేవాడు ఎవడు లేడు. they are drowned in the same darkness over and over again. What I am saying in Telugu, referring to Murti garu, Murti means embodiment. The embodiment of awareness has said this for 6 decades of his physical presence. But yet, the human mind in ignorance only divides God in the name of his and never unites to come together and be in integrated awareness. How sad and unfortunate it is. So therefore, you don't need to invoke presence of God. He's already present. Just bring the glasses. కళ్ళు నెత్తికెక్కినవి ముందు పెట్టుకోండి. కళ్ళు నెత్తికెక్కాయి means your vision has gone above your head. Bring it down and actually start using it to see clearly. So in order to bring this awareness in front of your eyes and start seeing the world with that lens of awareness of unity in diversity, that is the purpose of Vedas. Too intense today, I don't know. Arunashva ihagatah
अरुणाश्वा इहागताः
vasavah prithivikshitah
वसवः पृथिवीक्षितः वसवः पृथिवीक्षितः
ashtau digvasasognayah
अष्टौ दिग्वाससोऽग्नयः अष्टौ दिग्वाससोऽग्नयः
agnischa jatavedaschेत्येते
अग्निश्च जातवेदाश्चेत्येते अग्निश्च जातवेदाश्चेत्येते
Om Arunashva ihagatah
ॐ अरुणाश्व अरुणाश्व इहागताः
Shwa is long.
अरुणाश्वा इहागताः अरुणाश्वा इहागताः
Vasavav prithivikshitah.
वसवः पृथिवीक्षितः वसवः पृथिवीक्षितः
Ashtau Digvasaso Ash so is down. Ashtau Digvasaso Gnayaka
अष्टौ दिग्वाससोऽग्नयः अष्टौ दिग्वाससोऽग्नयः
Agnischa Jata Veda Aschetiete
अग्निश्च जातवेदाश्चेत्येते
You're a little bit flat.
ॐ अग्निश्च जातवेदाश्चेत्येते
Arunashva iha gataha vasavav prithvi kshit vasavav prithvi kshitaha अष्टौ दिग्वाससो अष्टौ दिग्वाससोऽग्नयः अग्निश्च जातवेदा अस्चेत्येते ॐ
अरुण
ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ
ॐ अरुणाश्वा इहागताः वसवः पृथिवीक्षितः अष्टौ दिग्वाससोऽग्नयः अग्निश्च जातवेदा आश्चेत्येते ॐ अरुणाश्वा इहागताः वसवः पृथिवीक्षितः अष्टौ दिग्वाससोऽग्नयः अग्निश्च जातवेदा आश्चेत्येते
Aruna Ashvaha Aruna Ashvaha Aruna means crimson red color. Ashvaha means horses, red horses. Iha agatah. Please come here in your red horses. Agatah. Vasavaha prithvi kshitaha. Now, this reference is ete. Ete means to hear all of this. O Indra, reference to Indra. Iha agatah. Please arrive to this yajna. Aruna Ashwah on red horses. Etau Ashtau Ag Agatah. Etau Ashtau Agatah. Also come as the 8 Agnis. Who are the 8 Agnis?
Agni, Jataveda, Sahoja, Visarpi.
Eh, please go in order, no? Chant the mantra, then you will get it. Now
We
you
are
have,
not getting the mantra.
that is the reason. Agnischa jata vedascha sahoja ajira prabhu vaishvanaro naryapascha. Visarpi is the Ashtamaha. These are the 8. Which mantra these are told? Mantra number 34. That is, that is what is called sharpness of the intellect. That is the purpose of the intellect. The only purpose of the intellect is to remember God all the time. There is no other purpose. There is no other purpose. It's not for paralysis analysis. You have to remember this God's name in everywhere, anytime, however possible. Agnischa jata vedascha sahoja ajira prabhu vaishvanaro naryapascha. Visarpi is the Ashtama. Therefore, it's saying Agnischa jata vedascha. And these Agnis are present in the Prithvi, in the earth itself. The presiding deity of earth is Agni. And therefore, Prithvi Kshitaha. How are they present? To sustain Vasavaha, Ashtau Vasavaha, Dik Vasasaha. Dik, the direction, or the vesture, what they are wearing. Dik Ambara becomes Digambara. Digambara doesn't mean nude. Hello. Yeah. Digambara doesn't mean nude. That is the perverted intellect interpreting the mantras like that. Dik Ambara. And that is what is called Chit Ambara, Chidambara. Dik Ambara. Therefore, directions as the vesture. That's it. So you're invoking the presence of the 8 Agnis already mentioned in the mantra above, 34, and being carried by these red horses with directions as their vesture and residing in the earth to sustain it and also to be present for the yagna. Therefore, you dig the earth to make the Homakunda and lit the fire inside it, and therefore that is what it is representing as Homakunda. You are re-invoking, rekindling. Mano jyotirjushatamajjam vichchinnam yajnagum samimam dadhatu bruhaspatistanuta vimanno vishve deva ihamadayantam guhyaya namaha. Oh my God. Guhyaya namaha doesn't mean the part of the body. That is awakening the Agni Shakti within us with the body as the Prithvi. Now all the symbolism and these 8 Agnis that are present coming together to sustain that body, to be present in this body. That 8 Agnis within this body are the ones that are sustaining this body. And those are actually present as the divine itself. What do you do with those Agnis? You sustain it in the body so that you can serve others, and that is called yagna. Oh, this is the symbolic meaning. This is the inner meaning. The other is the ritualistic meaning. Both are important. If you understand the ritual, you know what to do with it. You won't do yagna every day, but this yagna you can do every day. Every day you can dig earth, invite all the yagnis and do homa. They'll throw you out of your apartment in New York. So what yagna you can do? Invoke the presence of this divine within you to light up the fire that is present. Agni, Jataveda, Sahoja, Ajira, Prabhu. All those things I have mentioned symbolically, what the meanings of them are. Now, if you go back and read the meanings of those, now you will understand what to do with those Agnis within your body and what's the purpose of invoking them so that they will light up the Rajoguna within you. That is the red horses. And that Rajoguna represents the action. And what is the action that you have to do? Only yajna. What is the yajna? Service. Are you connecting, da, Shama? Huh? Are you
Yes,
connecting?
uncle.
You are
Yeah.
connecting, yes. That fellow played dholak for almost continuously 8 hours out of 12 hours for Shivratri. That is yajna. Oh, his hands had all these splinters, everything. Morning 5 o'clock, this uncle was singing this fast, rapid bhajan. And the poor fellows, his hands are so fatigued. And this is yajna. That's the fire within. That's blazing to serve God unconditionally with so much of love and passion for the best friend of the universe called Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. This is living yajna, not talking yajna or doing yajna. For heaven's sake, wake up for this yajna. Light up the fire within you. And may that fire burn in sacrifice, just like the sun burns himself in sacrifice. Not at 12 o'clock, the body is done, go and sleep. And don't even wake up for Suprabhatam. Gone. My bhajan is over, I am gone. I don't care what others sing anymore. Hamara to ho gaya. I sang my bhajan. And then I get up and I go. 12 hours of fire burning. That is what is Shivaratri. Otherwise, it is Shavaratri. Every night you are sleeping like a dead body only, without any consciousness. That's why it is called Shavaratri. Only one night you are all the way awake through, and the Shiva within you is singing, dancing, chanting, worshipping, loving, living. That is the actual Shivaratri. When you experience this, then you understand what is the burning of the fire within you. We lost touch with all of this stuff. Therefore, this is the reason why this presence is being invoked very passionately today. Because today is Agni Mantra. That's why it is so passionate. It's blazing fire, intensity, not just light, but heat too. It's bloody cold in Dallas. So anyway, so it is this Agni has come together. Tamra Shwas, Tamra Ratha.
ताम्राश्वास्ताम्ररथाः ताम्राश्वास्ताम्ररथाः
Tamravarnas Tathasitaha.
ताम्रवर्णास्तथासिताः ताम्रवर्णास्तथासिता
Tathasitaha.
तथासिताः ताम्रवर्णास्तथासिताः
Dandahastah Khadagdataha.
दण्डहस्ताः खादग्धतः दण्डहस्ताः दण्डहस्ताः खादग्धतः
इतो रुद्राः पराङ्गताः
इतो रुद्राः पराङ्गताः इतो रुद्राः पराङ्गताः
ताम्राश्वा आस्ताम्ररथाः
ॐ ताम्राश्वास्ताम्ररथः
र-
रथाः ताम्राश्वास्ताम्ररथाः
ताम्रवर्णा आस्तथासिताः
ताम्रवर्णा आस्तथासिताः ताम्रवर्णा आस्तथासिताः
So it's very important that you all chant after me. As I was telling, every time you sitting on YouTube or somewhere else listening after, is this awareness. When the person that is chanting with awareness, with understanding the actual awareness of the mantra itself, when you listen that, you are getting mantra diksha. You have to understand this. Diksha, the word diksha doesn't mean taking some oath or something like that. Iksha means to see. Diksha means to looking at the mantra in awareness. When you look at the mantra with awareness of the self, then you have the actual mantra diksha. And when it is chanted with that awareness, and you listen to it and you repeat to it, your mind will tune into that awareness, not listening on YouTube, not listening on this and that. So therefore, you have to put an effort to at least chant, repeat after the words, just like what Shama is doing. The reason why Shama is doing is because his fire, he has intensity of focus. Not that rest of you don't have it, but they have to be tuned properly. They get distracted. So you have to chant the mantra after Tamravarna astatha sitaha.
ताम्रवर्णा आस्तथासिताः ताम्रवर्णा आस्तथासिताः
Dandahasta khadagdataha.
दण्डहस्ताः खादग्धतः दण्डहस्ताः खादग्धतः
Ito rudra parangataha.
इतो रुद्राः पराङ्गताः इतो रुद्राः पराङ्गताः
Tamrashva astamrarathaha. Tamravarna astathasitaha. Dandahasta akhadagdataka. Ito rudra parangataha.
ताम्राश्वा आस्ताम्ररथाः ताम्रवर्णा आस्तथासिताः दण्डहस्ताः खादग्धतः इतो रुद्राः पराङ्गताः
उक्तगस्थानं प्रमाणं च पूरयिता
उत्तगस्
not utta
उत्तगम्
उक्तगस्थानं प्रमाणं च पूरयिता
उक्तगस्
Huh?
उक्तग
B.
उक्तगस्ता उक्तगस्थानं प्रमाणं च पुरयिता उक्तगस्थानं प्रमाणं च पुरयिता
Now, Tamrashvaha, Tamrarathah, Tamra, Asamvyastamro, Aruna Uta Babhru, Sumangalaha. Tamra is blood red color, copper red color. Tamrashva, Tamraratha, copper red horses and chariots. Tamravarnah, Tatha Asitah. Amravarna Tatha Asitah. Copper red complexion. Varna, complexion. And without any white hue. Tatha Asitah. Sita means white. Asita means no white at all. Means black copper red color. Black copper red color. Without any tinge of white hue in it. Dandahastah, with staff in their hands. Khadagdataha, grinding their teeth. Grinding their teeth. Like that. Grinding their teeth. Rudrah, param, gatah, itaha. O Rudras, please leave to the other worlds from here. O Rudra, O Rudras, with all the above descriptions. What are the above descriptions? With copper red colored horses and chariots, with complexion that is blackish red in color without any white hue, with staffs in your hands and grinding your teeth. Rudrah, param, gatah, itaha. Rudras are leaving to the other worlds from here. Sthanam pramanancha puraha uktam ita. Sthanam, their respective coordinates of locations, Google Map locations, coordinates. Pramanam, and the directions, the destinations have been already mentioned in the scriptures about these Rudras. Uktagisthanam pramanam cha puraha ita. That is what it means. So what is the essence of it? This mantra, interestingly, inviting all the Agnis to come down, like before, requesting the Rudras with all these characters to go back to their respective locations from the Yajnashala. Arey, what is this, sir? I thought we do Rudra, the Yajna to invite the Rudras. We are saying, may they return back to their respective locations. What it means is, Rudra's place is up above. They are not the ones that is present they are present in the context of their respective locations to oversee the yajna from a higher vantage point of view. for the entire universe, not just for the world. Agnis are coming to the earth. Rudras are going up above. Why they have to go up above? Because they have to bring not only food on the earth, they have to give life force in the antariksham, and they also have to bring the rains from up above. Therefore, they have to go to the divi to bring the rains also. So it's not asking them to get out of there. It is asking them to return to their respective places so that they can bless the yajna with all the three aspects of Namo Rudrebhyo, E Prithivya Mannam, Antarikshe Vataha, Divi Varsham. So the mantra is from that point of view. The imagery used for the qualities of the Rudra are interesting. What we are asking the Rudras to leave is the Rudras that represent this fiercefulness, grinding teeth, carrying staff, because Rudras can be Ghora, Aghora. We are just studying this in Devi Matyam right now. खड्गिनी शूलिनी घोरा गदिनी चक्रिणी तथा शंखिनी चापबाण भुषुंडी परिघायुधा सौम्या सौम्यतरा शेष सौम्येभ्यस्त्वति सुंदरी परा पराणां परमा त्वमेव परमेश्वरी. Ghora, Aghora, the fearful aspectness representing the Ghora, that is asked to be withdrawn. And what is to be present, left back in the yajna is the sattvic aspect of it, aghora, which represents peace. So, the exact location, what is the exact location and the direction? The exact location and the directions to the source were already described. That's what it says. Uktam sthanam pramanancha pura ita. Pura means before. Before this, the exact location, the source, and everything related to the Rudras have been already stated in the previous mantras. This is beautiful. Go figure out what that is, where it was mentioned. That is the homework. Okay, we are 4 minutes over. Oh. यदक्षरपदभ्रष्टं मात्राहीनं तु यद्भवेत् तत्सर्वं क्षम्यतां देव नारायण नमोऽस्तु ते. विसर्गबिन्दुमात्राणि पदपादाक्षराणि च न्यूनानि चातिरिक्तानि क्षमस्व सायेश्वर. अपराधसहस्राणि क्रियन्ते हर्निशं मया दासोऽयमिति मां मत्वा क्षमस्व साईश्वर. अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम तस्मात् कारुण्यभावेन रक्ष रक्ष साईश्वर. हरिः ओम् तत्सत् श्री साईश्वरार्पणमस्तु. Okay, keep it quick and ask only quote unquote burning questions. Today's passion, burning questions. If you're not burning, it's okay. You can leave it as it is. Today is Asavyastamrarnavitavabhasya Mangala.
Sai Ramana.
Saira.
I don't know whether burning question or not.
As long as it doesn't burn me, it's okay.
In our daily Nama Japam, Om Sri Sai Shwaraya Namaha, the swaram there is different from the Subramanya here, and I saw in multiple places the swaram is different.
What swaram? Elaborate.
In the daily mantram, I don't know how to say it, and we have Sai Ishwaraya start from
Om
bottom.
Sri Sai Ishwaraya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Ishwaraya Namaha. Om Sri Sai. This is ringing all the time. Ennaswaram poem.
In Subramanya today, the PDF file, all the lines are at the bottom, and Om Sri
Sasi
Sai.
Subramanye Stasya Aste Prithvi Padaka. There's no relationship between the two. What is that?
The first line you see Sri Sai Ishwaraya Namaha.
Sri Sai Ishwaraya Namaha Harihi Om. This is not Om Sri Sai Ishwaraya Namaha. Sri
Correct.
Sai
But
Ishwaraya Namaha.
all the swaramas at the bottom, that's why I was Sri Sai Ishwaraya Namaha.
Sri Sai Ishwaraya Namaha Harihi Om. Here it is not Om Sri Sai Ishwaraya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Ishwaraya Namaha mantra has no swara in it. And if you understand this, Sai Ishwaraya Namaha Harihi Om as a preamble to the Veda mantras, all of what we chant is introduced only by Veda study. Nobody else does that. Not even in Puttaparthi. You notice that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are the only. Yeah.
Long time ago, I watched a video, maybe 20 plus years ago, 2000, maybe 2001. Little Kuti fellows were chanting in front of Swami. And when they were asked to start, they started Sri Sai Ishwaraya Namaha Harihi Om. That's it. I said, man, this is what a beautiful way to start Veda chanting, invoking Sai Ishwara. After that, I never saw that, but it stuck with me. After 26 years of sadhana into that mantra, Sri Sai Ishwaraya Namaha Harihi Om, which is chanted before every hymn that we chant, God knows how many number of times, the Purascharana sadhana has started for the centennial. Bhagavan prepared this mind for 25 years before rolling it out as a sadhana mantra, as a japa mantra, including that when we did this November 1st, 2 days before that, after I returned from North Carolina from the Maharudram and Sahasralingachana, that Thursday, Bhagavan gave the Bijaksharas, what they actually mean and why they have to be invoked. What is the chandas? What are the Bij mantras associated with that? That in itself is a phenomenal experience. I won't take too much time explaining it here. So, to answer your question simply, this Sai Ishwaraya Maha Harihi Om is a preamble chant. It is not a mantra chanting, but Om Sri Sai Ishwaraya Maha is a Navarna mantra. And that has no swaras associated with it. Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha Harihi Om. That's how they chant, right? All the Veda chanting, how it starts? Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Right? After Gananantva Prano Devi. Instead of Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha, that is incorporated in the same style as Sri Sai Ishwaraya Namaha. Sri Sai Ishwaraya Namaha. Same swaras. Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Because Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha, Sri Sai Ishwaraya Namaha, they are one and the same. But Sai Ishwaraya Namaha is even invoking the Shiva Shakti Parabrahma Swarupam that incorporates the Gurus, that also incorporates much more beyond. That is why it is chanted before every hymn. That is why Om Sri Sai Ishwaraya Namaha is a Navarna Mahamantra. Thank you for asking. I never explained this probably. Swami made me explain this today. Sairam. Why do we chant? Some people are offended. Huh? Why we say Om Sri Sai Ishwaraya? I said, I don't care whether you get offended or not. This body, mind and senses, they derive all this awareness From Saishwara only. Nobody else. There is nothing else. And by the way, Om Sri Saishwara Maha is not a mantra that is limited to 5'3" afro-haired Indian Baba that you think. Bhagavan is that form is simply a gateway to the supreme consciousness. It's a gateway to supreme consciousness. For heaven's sake, don't limit him only to that, just like you limit Subramanya to Muruga. Don't limit Subramanya to Muruga. Muruga is a representation. Skanda, actually. Skanda is this is another beautiful thing. Gaurava Skandin Nahalyaye. That Gaurava Skandin in that mantra. Gaurava means, Gaura means vibration. Gaura means vibration. Skandin means leaping forward. Omkara, leaping down. Leaping down from where? Directly from divine consciousness into human consciousness to attend the yagna. That is the reason why he is named Skanda by Mother Parvati and Shiva. His given name is Skanda. His given name by parents is Skanda. Not Kartikeya, not Subramanya, not Muruga, not Kumara. All those things are not his names. They were given names. Those were acquired names. But the parents' given name is Skanda. Why is it called Skanda? Because he leaped down. Skandin. Skanda. Okay, Sairam. Any other questions? Otherwise, we'll close. Om Swastif Prajabhyah Pari. Yes, Sairam.
Sorry, a small question only. Now we have said Kausika Brahmana, Gautam Brahmana. This Arunaketik Chaina, this Yagna, Indra has come and the Agni has come. Now, this one particular previously about Skandha, you just said Dilip, and Kausika Brahmana, Gautama Bhruvana. What last time you have explained something, the correlation of those two here for this Yagna, Arunaketik Chaina. That I just wanted to recap that, if you don't mind.
So it is written in the class transcript, sir. I have written about it. Kaushika Brahmana, Gautama Bruvana, I have explained it in the class transcript. You can read it in that if you have not already. Okay, Sairam. Om Swastif Prajabhyah Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishah Go Brahmanebhyah Shubhamastu Nityam समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की
Jai.
जय।